y'all. Rebel Talk here, episode 170. It was all a dream. So, basically, I'm going to talk about what happened with my episodes and the reason why I ended up in the hospital again. So, basically, what happened. So, I actually went to the hospital on Christmas, which I did. I did like the year before. Um, so, last year on Christmas, I went to the hospital. I voluntarily checked in. And the reason being was because I was having a bad episode. Well, not a bad episode, not as bad as the last one I had, but definitely bad as, definitely a little bit worse than most of the other episodes. And for some reason, this episode lasted a few days longer than normal. So, I was, basically, I guess what I was thinking was that my boyfriend was being possessed by my ex, and that was weird. So, um, I was trying to get my boyfriend back, and the reason he was, or I was speaking in code and basically, um, acting a radical, making him do certain things. So I think I have maybe have OCD or something like that, because I was making him do like certain things in particular to make him to try to get my boyfriend back. But I couldn't tell him what I was doing because all in all, I thought he was possessed by my ex. So it was weird. So, anyways, sorry about that. So, anyways, it was more like a intricate kind of game that I was playing, um, which is like, honestly, it was like really weird, but it lasted for a couple days. So I even got sleep, which normally I think the reason I have these psychotic breaks or episodes is because of lack of sleep. So because of the lack of sleep is the reason why I ended up having like the episode. But I was getting sleep during this time period. So it was like weird. It was maybe it had more to do with stress. And I'm starting to think that it has a lot to do with hormonal imbalance because I've recently had just had my children. And uh, they, well, for one, Egypt was, that's my son's name, sorry. Egypt was born and he had some problems with his intestines and stuff. So he ended up having to go into surgery. So that was high levels of stress for me. Um, and then process of, and during the move. So we were doing a move. So basically what was going on was that I was trying to get my boyfriend back because I thought my ex was trying to leave Florida with me to go to move to where we are now. So I was trying to do different intricate tasks. Like for instance, like I told him like to wake me up by doing something. I told my boyfriend he had to wake me up a certain way in order to make me know that it was him. And then during the trip um, up here, we uh, we ended up like pretty much like I was having an episode the entire time. So we moved December 23rd and got here the 25th. So around, or the 24th, like the 22nd through the 24th is, um, the, um, the 22nd through the 24th was kind of like the time we were moving, and we ended up getting here on the 24th. Um, so we left on the 22nd. We had to take us, we had to stop at a hotel because we drove up. We had to move the driving, we had to move the driving truck or whatever up. So we ended up like taking a stop in a break to like pretty much like get some to rest, like at a stop at a hotel, motel, whatever, rest or whatever. And my boyfriend knew I was having like a psychotic episode, or he kind of knew I was on the verge of having one, so he didn't want me to drive. So I had to drive. My grandmother had to drive us up, like me, the babies, and he drove the rental car. So um, basically, like it was nuts. So during the drive up, I was having I was having an episode. So I was making him do things, certain things that was weird, that probably shouldn't have been done, that wouldn't normally have been done. It would have been a normal drive. And then also I was trying to instruct my grandmother. So it was a big fucking mess. It was so crazy. So by the time I got here, then I was really gone. Like my head was like really fucking off the rocker, and I thought everybody was trying to play this game with me. So um I ended up like pretty much like like losing it, and like everybody kept telling me, "Oh, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I need to go to the hospital or whatever. I need to get talked to, blah, blah, blah." So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the hospital. So I ended up going to the hospital, or voluntarily going in. At the time, I wasn't taking the right doses of medication. So this time I was taking, so when I went to the hospital, they ended up putting me on the correct dose of medication. Um, so I went and more, um, I got more, what's it called? I got more, what's it called? So, um, let me just go ahead and remove, let's see. Um, so anyways, I ended up like going to the hospital, whatever. That was the first episode. That was the first episode, or the last episode of last year. Then, the beginning of this year, um, I ended up having like more, uh, more episodes, or another episode, like my last episode, and that one was real bad. So it was basically the same exact thing, that I thought my boyfriend was being possessed by my ex, or yeah, by my ex. So I ended up like trying to make him do certain things, which was really weird, and he wouldn't listen. And then some during part of it, I thought I was possessed. So I thought I was possessed by like many different people, like many other girls or whatever. And then I thought my boyfriend was confused and lost, and it felt like we were separated in different spaces. So I was trying to get back to him, also trying to get to myself. So then, it was madness, and then, um, what's it called? I ended up in the middle of then the cops ended up getting called here. So it was a really bad episode that the cops ended up coming to the house, um, because I started slamming, throwing stuff. I started convulsing, and like real weird behavior. And I don't know. I don't know if I mean I believe in possession for real. So I don't know if I had a demon possess me or not, but I was talking, according to my boyfriend, I was talking in demonic tones. Um, I cussed out my mom, kicked her, told her to get away from me. Like a whole bunch of not crazy shit was happening. And then I said everybody was going to go to hell. All the kids were going to go to hell. It was like crazy nonsense. So, um, yeah, I don't think it was a good episode. It was one of the worst ones I've ever had. I did end up going to the hospital though. They had to strap me to the stretcher, and they ended up giving me like sedative shots. I took like 7 sedative shots and would not fucking go down. Like I still was up. I still was fighting cops. I mean, fighting them, trying to grab their guns. I think I did grab their guns. According to my boyfriend, he said I grabbed their guns. I grabbed and pulled out their taser. I didn't use it on anybody. I just threw it, and then was talking over their radio. Um, it was fucking nuts. Like, I'm surprised that I didn't go to jail. I'm surprised that I didn't get shot. Um, um, yeah. No, honestly, it was schizophrenic. It was so bad um, that like I they when I went to the hospital. They ended up upping my dose on my medication. They to the point where now I'm like good. Like I'm very clear headed. Everything is fine. I take my medication every day and I'm good. But for real though, I felt like I was being possessed. I didn't want anybody to talk to me, or not talk to me, but more so I felt like nobody was listening to me. And then, like I said, my boyfriend was telling me that I was talking demonic tones, like something was happening to me. And that shit was crazy. That shit crazy. Um, um, so it was like crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. So now I'm better. And I don't remember when that episode was. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. Like, or no, it was in January. So like the beginning of January or something like that. I think it was the beginning of January. And I was in for about a week. Met some crazy people in there too. That shit was crazy. So, um, like honestly, I for real like be having like crazy thoughts and my mind be going nuts. But anyways, I just wanted to come and tell the story to you guys. Um, I think that honestly, like I'm glad I'm feeling much better now. I'm glad that my kids are okay. I'm glad that like my boyfriend is still my boyfriend. Cuz God forbid, like I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I could have hurt somebody seriously. Could have hurt myself. This ain't a joke. I'm nuts. But you know what? A good thing was that I was trying to save the world again. So I was trying to do through all of that. I said I had to die in order to save the world. So I was trying to save the world from going to hell, and um basically like trying to get the cops to kill me or whatever, trying to get them to murder me or whatever. And I was trying to save the world, which was, yeah, I thought, that's what I thought. I thought I was like, not thought I was Jesus per se, but just thought I was the savior of everybody. So, so yeah. Um, Overall, so all in all, I had good intentions, but I felt like I was possessed by something evil. And all in all, I was just trying to save the world, you know? Good intentions, but messed up in the head. And definitely didn't inflict self harm on myself, um, but definitely was in crazy, crazy place. So, I'm really glad that I'm okay and that I'm much better now and that I'm back on Raw Rebel Talk explaining to you guys the craziness that be going on in my head. Um, but anyways, I gotta go because I have other things I have to do today, like my babies. They're taking a nap right now, but I still have to get stuff ready for them and everything. So, um, I love you guys. Really do. Love everybody. I'm that type of person deep down inside. Um, deep down inside, I really am. But spread love. Think for yourself. Live free. Don't go crazy. I know that should be a mantra. Don't go crazy. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys another time. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip or whatever. Who says that anymore? Who knows? Me. I say that. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.